Quality is cleaning up some of those remaining camps, but all 19 camps that we identified have been vacated. What I've done is I've talked with Terry Rosamond, the Moreno Chief of Police, Danny Sharp, the Chief of Police in Wall Valley, and others as well, as to what they've been doing, how they've been applying different strategies to remove these people from the medians and get them back onto the curves. Danny Sharp has an ordinance. In fact, the city of Tucson mirrored that ordinance. And I asked him the challenges, and you can hear from Mr. Wall, our county attorney, about those types of ordinances and how they're standing up in courts. Because if you follow it, if you follow reading the laws, a lot of them just fall by the wayside. The Supreme Court has ruled against them for whatever reason. But Terry Rosamond has taken a law that he believes is effective deals with obstructing the highway. And he'll tell you, as he did me, that what they've done is they've gone to the medians and just told these people, you're obstructing the highways, you can't be here. And they've pretty well listened, and they've moved on. Priscilla Cornelio from our Department of Transportation has been working with Lieutenant Dominguez for quite some time to get some signs, no trespassing signs. I think you can see Oracle Road. DPS has them. So we are, right now as we speak, there was a little bit of gnashing going on, but it's been resolved. Priscilla, as we speak, we've identified, 14 different intersections, different medians that we'll be putting signs up, rather quickly to stop the trespassing, get them off the median. Tomorrow morning, Director Patrol, I think it's Director Patrol, am I right, Lieutenant? Director Patrol will be going to each of the medians and telling them that they need to leave, that they cannot be on the medians. It's a safety issue, and it's also a trespassing issue. It's a county right-of-way. We don't need an ordinance to remove them from the county right-of-way. So, having said all that, I'll leave it open for questions. It includes anybody. If you're a fireman with your boot out there, I'm sorry, nobody can be on the median. Oh, I'm sorry. The question was, thank you, Bob. The question was, does that include newspaper people? It includes anybody. You can cross the street from the median to median. Let me get Supervisor Miller, did you have something else? Well, that's really up to the Department of Transportation. Lieutenant Dominguez is going to stay on top of Priscilla to make sure that gets done, but as soon as they get them made, they'll be posted. And we're going to talk to them about the strategy. That's kind of like what DPS did. They put them up on some 10-foot poles so you can't destroy them. Just a moment. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Good. I'm not sure what the verbiage will be on that. We can certainly take that as an example. Yeah. Right. I'm sure our DOT, our Department of Transportation, knows what needs to be there, but we'll work with them and with the county attorney's office to make sure that things are worded right. I had somebody over here first. Yes, sir. This gentleman here. I'm so sorry. Yes. Well, and I don't know. I will. 1 second. I'm sorry. The question was: is any of those 19 camps in Pima Wash? Lieutenant, were any of the camps in Pima Wash?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question.
Were any of the camps in Pima Wash?
Yes.
Why don't you stand over here with me?
Sure.
He knows this stuff. I paid a big bucks to know this stuff. We're at Pima Wash, if you don't mind.
Crestoloma and River.
Crestoloma and River, did we clear that out?
Yes, much of that is along the 4D properties, and we have visited there, vacated some of the encampments, and we found those that new people moved in. Or they move a few properties down. So we do sort of chase our tail, so to speak, in regards to that.
1 second. This lady in the back.
You said that you surveyed the population. What numbers are we dealing with?
I have not surveyed the population. The county did, I don't know the numbers. I know nationally you're about probably 0.2% of the population, 600,000, but I don't know. And they're transient, so I don't know how active these numbers are. Have you heard any reports on numbers from the county? I'm sorry. Oh, there you go. Barbara has numbers.
These are the numbers that Pima County has identified. And in each camp, and I can be glad to share this with you, but I'll give you the 2 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 4, 1 to 3, and these are the 19 different camps. So a total of maybe 25 people all total.
Okay, I don't know if that's what you were asking. I think she was asking for the survey the county does each January. Is that, am I correct?
Well, you said you were identifying them as offering services. So
Oh, those are the camps. Then those are the camps that would be correct. I misunderstood you. We had 27 is what we've done, 27 individuals at these camps, I believe.
27 that were vacated.
Yeah.
From the campus.
Now, that doesn't mean they were all there when we went there, but they vacated them. I thought this gentleman had his first.
Yes, sir, you were talking about putting signs up on the medians, no trespassing. What about the curb? I'm sorry, what about the curb?
Cannot stop that. We cannot, you can talk to the law there, but you cannot, people have the right to be on the sidewalks. It's just the law. His question was, we got them off the median with those signs, what about the curbs? They're going to be on the sidewalks. Even Terry Rosenbaum will tell you, he's had those issues as well.
That corner of Oracle, Orange Grove and First Avenue. They're on 3 different corners as well as 2 these.
Yes, we'll get them off the medians. But yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Amelia Kramer. I'm Barbara Lowell's Chief Deputy at the Pima County Attorney's Office. And first of all, I just want to say it's nice to see a bunch of familiar faces and also so to see so many concerned citizens that are out here. I did want to give you a report about some new laws that just took effect in July of this past year that you may not be aware of, and these are laws where you can call 911 and the Sheriff's Department can respond if you determine that there's been a violation. The first one is the aggressive solicitation statute, and it's Arizona Revised Statute 13-2914. It took effect on July 3rd, 2015, and it's a petty offense with a fine of up to $300 for someone soliciting money or a thing of value or selling goods or services within 15 feet of an ATM or a bank entrance, and in any public area if the person's being aggressive, if they're touching you, if they're threatening you verbally with language, if they're impeding your ability to get away, if they're intimidating you in some way. So that's one thing that can be enforced. Another one is same effective date, July 3rd, 2015, a new Class 3 misdemeanor, punishable by up to 30 days in jail and a fine of up to $500, to intentionally activate a pedestrian signal for the purpose of stopping traffic and soliciting a driver for business. And then the third one is another misdemeanor, same penalty, 30 days in jail or a fine of up to $500 for obstructing a highway, including a sidewalk, in a way that recklessly interferes with passage. So if somebody's blocking you from traveling down the sidewalk, you can contact 911 and they can remove that person.
Okay, and I'll tell you right now, if somebody's threatening you or is intimidating you or anything of that nature, whether they're begging from you or not, I would hope for calls. I guess.
I have a two-part question. First, are you going to post no trespassing signs in watches? Second, we have misfortune on our property. They've got some of this tunnel that goes under Oracle Road to the highway. They camp in the tunnel, and then they come out and they litter, defecate, you name it, on our property. And then when we call the sheriff, half the time they run into the tunnel, and that tunnel goes forever. And the sheriff sometimes has time to send a federal unit, sometimes they do not. Is there anything we can do about the tunnel or
Okay, first of all, the sheriff has all the time to go into those things. I don't ever want to hear that because you call this and you didn't have time.
the sheriff?
I'm sorry, she had two questions. The first was, there's tunnels under, like near her at Jaikonda and Oracle, and she's got some people in there that are problematic. And sometimes,
They're by themselves. I have great respect for the sheriff's office. They involve me in great deal. But if the sheriff is by him or herself, they're afraid to go in there. I don't blame them.
that's okay. Okay, they may be afraid, but they go in there. They can wait for backup, they can do that. Well, I'm just saying that if you have a need for sheriff, for law enforcement in the county, we will come, period. We've always done that. We don't care what the call is. If you want a deputy will be there. We encourage people to call 911. We want you to. We need you to. You're our eyes and ears. We can't do this job without you. So call us. The second question was,
Are you going to post signs in the tunnels or the water?
are we going to post signs in the tunnels or washes? First things first. I want to get the medians done on the northwest side, because I've already got requests now for the east side, for central, for the southwest side, and I've told them all, I want the northwest side first. If I order 25 gazillion signs, guess what? It'll take forever to get them out here. I want the Department of Transportation to focus out here first. Yes, sir.
This has been going on in this neighborhood for almost 10 years. We have homeless people that we see that have been here for almost 10 years. The same people. So you're going to post signs on the media. Why not? We've been asking for this for 10 years.
Well,
why not?
Well, because the first thing I heard about it was from Miss Miller.
This is the first you've heard of this.
Okay, no, I said the first I heard of it was from Miss Miller. So let me back up then and give the question again. He wanted to know, he said that this has been going on for 10 years, so why now? Well, the why now is quite simple. Because somebody told me that Miss Miller was wanting us to do something 2 years ago. We gave her numbers. She's tried to get an ordinance. It didn't go through. I can't help that.
So there's no law being put in place. You're using the state statute that the other municipalities use.
The county has no,
What are you using to enforce this?
it is a county right of way. It is county property.
But
So
that law's been there all the time.
yes, it has. But
Well, you guys have to.
okay, so are you going to let me answer the question? Because you keep asking it. Yes, I am. I'm trying to. The county has to be the one who says you can't be on county property. They have to prosecute, not the sheriff, not the county board of supervisors. The county has to say, this is county property. We don't want these people on our property.
Who in the county has been telling you not to remove stuff from the meeting?
Nobody's told us not to. Nobody's told us to do so. For this law, I guess you can, Barbara, the legality of, the question from Supervisor Miller was, is that a question for you? The legality of us going out and removing people and putting up signs.
My question is related to the posting of signs in the front. He said,
When I had a meeting with your deputy, he said that if we had signs posted in the wash, they could enforce. But without signs on Pima County washes, I'm talking about Pima County on washes, if we put up no trespassing signs, he said the sheriff's department could enforce if we get them up there. So my question is, can we get them up there? And these people have been living with it, some of them for 10 years, and I've been on this for 2 years. So can we get them up there? These signs aren't that expensive. I'm guessing even the neighbors up here might do a fundraiser for them.
You stated the law correctly. The criminal trespass law requires notice. In the county, on county property, the county gives notice. My office and the sheriff's office don't have anything to do with whether or not signs are posted by the county. That is a county department. And it's my understanding from a memo that John Bernal wrote that he's starting to do this. So your question about why it wasn't done 10 years earlier needs to go to Pima County, not to us. We enforce the law once that notice has been posted. So it requires that affirmative posting because people have to know that they are in fact trespassing before an arrest can be made or a notice to remove them from the property. They have to be given notice. And that's why you have to post as a private individual. The law requires you. If you don't want people trespassing on your private property, you must put up a notice, because otherwise the sheriff's department can do nothing.
Can you please put instead of saying the county, can you please put on that board a name at the county that we can all contact, please?
Who is the county?
Who's the person that made
Chuck.
that decision?
Well, John Bernal, but I don't know if he over, he works with Chuck, but he's over the DOT, Department of Transportation, is that correct? So John Bernal, B-E-R-N-A-L, is the one over it. Let me say this about that. So we have been working, as I said earlier, from the start with these camps, and that goes back probably 6-7 months ago, with John Bernal's Department of Transportation, Priscilla Cornelio, and other departments. And I thought all along this was moving along. This morning I learned that Ms. Cornelio had said she wasn't going to do the signs. I immediately contacted Mr. Huckleberry and said, that doesn't give me the leverage I need. Mr. Huckleberry told me it's done. So that's basically how it's happened. And since then, we've gotten with Ms. Priscilla Cornelio, and she's taking care of it. I'm not sure who was next. Go ahead, sir.
Can a private citizen post no trespassing sign on county property?
Barbara?
A private citizen doesn't own Pima County property, so